doesn't happen for me. So I never really look forward to Fridays most of the time. But then somebody by the name of L. Duncan joined the show on Friday. And I heard my man RC, Mr. Two-Tone himself, was in the house, okay? And I said, that's what my Friday is? That's what my Friday is? Well, guess what? I'm loving it, y'all, because I love y'all. At least
love you back, brother.
for the next minute or so.
Thanks.
I don't know how I feel
There it
about
is.
Like you just
There he
smoke.
is.
in
Like
about
you
a
just
minute.
smoke.
First takes in the house. Holla at the crew.
Third down and 1, 17 seconds left. Falcons trail by 3.
Well, I'm surprised they were able to get that thing going that fast.
They spike it with 1 second to go. And Young Wei Koo will have a chance to tie this game.
Kick is away by Koo. And it is gone.
We're tied and go to overtime. Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose the toss. Falcons at the 30-yard line. Another big throw by Kirk Cousins, dropping the throw.
It's caught to Daryl Hodge.
To the 15-10, game over.
Go to the crib? Me? Man, I don't know what to say.
Atlanta Falcons win 36-30.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome into First Take on a Feel Good Friday. As Stephen A. mentioned, the crew is in the house. RC, L. Duncan, I'm Molly.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Hey, SA. How we feeling?
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How you do? What's
We're
up?
good.
Hey, man, nobody knows how to turn it on when the red light comes on like you, dog. It is a
thank
true
you,
TV phenomenon.
Undefeated, never lost.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, my brother.
Absolutely.
Hey, Al.
Hi,
How you doing, Al?
Hey, I'm doing
All right,
great.
all right.
I'm just loving life here on this Friday with you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what
All
I'm
right,
talking about.
you know who else
let's
is loving life, folks? Kirk Cousins. Heard
Kirko.
all that Monday, Thursday night. The $180 million quarterback threw for a career-high 509 yards, 4 touchdowns. The last of them, a 45-yard scoring pass in overtime that gave the Atlanta Falcons an improbable 36-30 victory over the Tampa Bay Bucks. Cousins, walk to me.
This is the first time doing that, but honestly, I mean, needed an extra quarter to get there with overtime. But Zach kept putting the ball in my hand, gave me a lot of at-bats, 58 attempts, 81 plays. It's amazing what you can do when you're out there on the field and get more chances.
Al, Atlanta, home team? No, it's not home team. You're Denver Broncos. Okay. How far can Cousins take the Falcons?
Atlanta is my hometown, and I just have to say I was watching that game, and I'm thinking the only people who are celebrating this win more are the people who own the publishing rights to Nuck a Few Buck, because that song was played 500 times in the city of Atlanta last night, undoubtedly. It feels like this was the quarterback that was promised. This is what we wanted to see. Kirk Cousins specifically in a game-winning situation with the ability to drive down the field and do it. He looked more decisive. He was spreading the ball around. He targeted 4 different receivers at least 8 different times. This is why everyone thought that they could win this division, because you're talking about a team last year who was right on the precipice of winning a division that was very gettable with 2 of the worst quarterbacks that we've ever seen in Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke. Let's just be real. And unfortunately for Kirk Cousins to this point of the season, he just hadn't been the reason that they were winning. In fact, I'm thinking about the Saints game last week, and he almost seemingly tried to give it away by throwing a couple of ducks there towards the end before Young Wei could get involved. This was huge for a Falcons team that hasn't seen this kind of ability to stay in a game and steer the game the way that you want it to since Matt Ryan in his heyday. This was a huge win for Atlanta and a huge win for the naysayers like me, who a couple of weeks ago thought that Kirk Cousins was headed for a bench.
Yeah, I mean, naysayers, let all naysayers
Let the naysayers know.
That is still very funny to me. I think, when Elle says this is the quarterback that was promised, this was probably a better quarterback than was promised, which is why it's such a great night for the Atlanta Falcons. When you watch Kirk Cousins walk off of that field after that field goal to go into overtime, you can see how excited Raheem Morris was. And then when you see him walk off the field after the walk-off touchdown, you can see that Raheem Morris felt validated, and this is the reason why I brought Kirk Cousins here. It doesn't matter that I go draft Michael Penix. Is that I understood what Drake London could be. I understood what Kyle Pitts could be. I knew who Bijan Robinson was. Darnell Mooney has now emerged. And last night, it didn't matter who Kirk was throwing it to. He knew exactly where they were going to be. We haven't seen that sort of anticipation from him since he's been in Atlanta. We haven't seen him be that comfortable with people around his legs, with the pocket collapsing on him. that was that dad confidence I'm used to seeing Kirk Cousins have. That's that I wore my Target shirt with my Target khakis with these Sperry's to this place in Atlanta, and I'm a swag surf up top instead of down low like all the other people with melanin in their skin. This was who Kirk Cousins can be. This is who Kirk Cousins needs to be for this team. And the one thing I want to say is that, like last night, a night like last night changes the prism in which you view someone. Because now I view Kirk Cousins' season as this, not the guy that was underachieving, not the guy that couldn't find himself, but the dude who led the drive against the Philadelphia Eagles to win the game.
Right.
The dude who, even after not scoring all game, led the drive to beat the New Orleans Saints to win the game. And now the guy who throws for over 500 yards on the night that Matt Ryan, one of the best quarterbacks in Atlanta Falcons history, was inducted into the Ring of Honor, throws for 500 yards, the most ever by that team, and finds a way to win. And now you believe you have your dude.
S.A.?
That sounds very, very nice. And I mean, you know, considering the eloquence of L and the brilliance of RC, I can understand why everybody would be caught up in the whole Kirk Cousins phenomenon. But let me remind y'all, I mean, this is a Friday. It's not a Wednesday, so I don't mean to imitate Doggy this way, but take it easy. Take it easy. 509 passing yards, that's true. I got that. NFL best 11-game winning drive since 2022. Got to give props where props is due. We understand that about Kirk Cousins. We've seen him win regular season games before. We ain't seen much after that. That's number one. Number two, let's take this into consideration about Kirk Cousins. RC, you would know this. Every single yard, all 509 passing yards, was in the pocket. Do you really, really think that folks are going to just let him do that all season long? You really, really think that somebody is not going to wake up and say, the brother coming off what was it, an Achilles? Was it an Achilles? I believe that's right. The brother's coming off the Achilles injury. He's got 0 yards rushing this season. He's immobile. He cannot move. Do you think somewhere along the lines of an NFL season, somebody going to figure out, maybe we got to make him move a little bit. Maybe we got to get his behind out of that pocket.
I think they've already figured that out.
Definitely done that.
What I'm saying to you is that everything he did was within the pocket. Nobody has really, really made him inconvenient yet. And I'm saying to you, RC, as this season wanes, we always knew that Kirk Cousins could throw the football. We always knew he was a quality quarterback when he was a backup to RG3. We knew when he took over in Washington, the brother had some skills. Okay, he got to Minnesota. We damn sure knew the brother had some skills. We get that part. But still, where did it get him? And in the end, I'm looking at Kirk Cousins, and all I'm trying to say is that 509 yards is an aberration. We ain't seen that from anybody since but Tom Brady in 2011 against the Miami Dolphins since the 1970 merger. I got that part. But in the end, what it comes down to is that what I'm saying to you is this is not some scrub that rose above the ashes and said, oh, my Lord, he's really, really improved.
So
he's gotten a lot better.
Can they take
Kirk
him?
Cousins can play. Kirk Cousins can play. But